Okay, let's get into our Wuji stance. Feet under your hips, about shoulder width apart. Just relax. Feet flat on the floor. Knees slightly bent. Hips slightly forward, bringing your back into a line. Let your shoulders drop down and relax. Let's lift our shoulders all the way up into our ears. Take a nice deep breath in. And then you're going to go ha as you let that breath out. And let those shoulders just continue to drop down. Let's do that again. Just feel all the tension flowing out of your shoulders. One more time. Bring the arms slightly around in front. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine, but still staying flat on your feet. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. Breathe in and out through the nose. Nice, deep abdominal breathing. Just focus on the breath coming in and out through the nose. Feel your feet sinking into the ground. Feel that connection to the earth. Feel the earth rising up to meet your feet, supporting you. Let's continue with the shoulders. Let's do some nice shoulder rolls. So bring them up into your ears and then forward and then around. The arms just hang. One more time and reverse. Good. Let's do the first three yin yi postures. So you remember the first one, start with our palms facing towards us. We're going to bring them to the side as they come up, palms go out, come up no higher than your head. So we're not reaching way up here. My fingers are just above the top of my head. Breathe in as you go down. Breathe in, breathe out as you come back up. All right, breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you come down. Try to get the movement to come all out of the ribs. We're going to open up the intercostal muscles, get them to relax, to soften. So notice the rest of my body doesn't move. I'm kind of compressing my ribs as I come down on this side and then opening them as I come up. So it's much more out of the ribs than it is the shoulders or the arms. One more time, and let's reverse. Try to look forward. Try not to move the shoulders, the head. Just let the hands float up, come across, and float back down. One more time. Good. Bring both your palms up in front of you. Turn your right palm up, left palm down. You're just going to move them to the left, then reverse, move to the right. Again, the movement comes out of the rib cage. I'm not really turning at the waist, and I'm not trying not to turn very much at the shoulders. You will a little bit. The hands should follow the same plane. So not only are they saying the same plane along this flat area here, but they're also staying the same distance from my body. And they're staying the same distance from each other. When you rotate the hands, do it from the whole forearm, not just from the wrist. You should feel your rib cage almost like making a figure 8 movement as you go through this. Couple more. Good. Relax. So the next one, you're going to take your left hand, reach under your arm with the heel of your hand right on your chest. So the hand kind of wraps it. You're going to push down with the heel of your hand so that you're holding that chest muscle in place and you're aware of any kind of movement that it may have. Make a very soft fist. If you want, you can point the first finger. You're going to turn slightly up, not completely roll it over, but 3/4 of the way. As you come up, it's sort of palm up. As you go down, it's palm down. Breathe in as you go up, breathe out as you go down. Again, try to feel the rib cage initiating this movement, keeping the chest muscle out of it by pressing down, just allowing the shoulder to turn in place. Nice and slow with the breath. One more time, and then we're going to reverse. So start with palm up as you come up the back, palm down as you come down the front. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down. Make only as big a circle as you're comfortable with. Last one. Good. Relax. Let the arms just kind of relax for a moment. Move the shoulders around. And then bring your right hand over under your arm. Heel of your hand holding the chest muscle down. Palm slightly up as you come around. Breathe in as you go up. Breathe out as you go down. Again, rotating from the forearm, not from the wrist. One more time. And reverse. Palm up, coming up the back. Palm down as you come out in the front. Breathe in as you go up. Breathe out as you go down. One more time. And relax. Good. Let's just open up the hands for a moment. Just press your hands outward, opening the fingers as wide as possible, pushing from the heels of the hand. Feel the stretch all through the hand, the fingers to the wrist. Relax. Now squeeze a tight fist, and you can even push it forward and down. Relax. Open it up again. Relax. Squeeze into a tight fist. One more time. Really feel that tension there. Then relax and squeeze tight. Stretching out all the fascia, hydrating the fascia. And relax. Karate chop the air. Straight forward. Vigorous. Feel the fingertips getting heavier and heavier. Hit the inside of the wrist with the outside of the opposite wrist. Opening up the inner and outer gates. And switch. Good. Drop your hands down to the lower dantian, palms facing each other. See if you can feel the energy between your hands. Lift that ball upward. Hold it above your head. Relax the shoulders. Just gently cradle that ball. Try to stand nice and straight. Relax shoulders. Now drop the ball to your left and kind of feel it drop into your left hand. Come back to center. Drop the ball into your right hand. Come back to center. Again, initiate this movement more out of the rib cage. So I'm not really bending from, I'm not doing this with my hips. The shoulders are kind of staying in the same place. It's the ribs that widen or compress. Try to feel that ball between your hands. One more time. Come back to center. Bring the ball back down to in front of the lower dantian. Take that ball, lift it up over your left shoulder and look back at it. Nice stretch here. Then come back down. Breathe in as you come up. Breathe out as you go down. Looking back at the moon. One more time. Come back to the center. Bring your hands up over your head. Again, holding onto that ball. Turn to the left. Come back to the center. Turn to the right. Back to the center. Breathe in as you turn. Breathe out as you come back to center. We kind of broke up bending and twisting like bamboo. This would be the second part of it. One more time. Bring that ball down. Let's go to dragon spreads its tail. So palms come up the center line of the body and then come over to your left shoulder. Palms are facing you. You're looking at that outer palm. You look away over the opposite shoulder, over your right shoulder, while you push away. Breathe out. Breathe in. Look at that palm coming back at you. Breathe out. Push away with the heel of your hand, not the fingers. So the elbows can't lock out. Change your focus from staring at that palm to looking at the horizon. So as we look away, we look to the horizon. And then as that palm comes in, we focus on that palm. One more time. Bring it in. Push the energy down. Bring a fresh energy, come up over your right shoulder. Push away and look over your left shoulder. Breathe in, focus on that palm coming at you. Breathe out, push with the heel of your hand away. So I'm staying over the shoulder the entire time. I'm not bringing it in front of my chest. One more time. Bring it in. Press down. Go back to Wuji stance. Just take a moment to check in. Hopefully you can feel that energy start to really flowing through the neck, the shoulders, the arms, perhaps down the torso, the legs. Notice where it's flowing. Also notice where it's not. Notice where you might have some stagnation or energy blockages, might have some muscle tension or pain. Just identify it, move on. Don't give it a moment's thought. Good. Let's do golden cock pecs rice. So with that, remember, it's important that you're really leading with your chin. When we go back, when we lift the chin, we're not letting the head drop back so that we're going to crimp back here. We're leading with the chin, so the chin comes forward, kind of goes in this direction and stretches out the whole front. Then when we tuck the chin doesn't get tucked to the chest. Instead, the chin really comes down but points out there, stretching the back of the neck and not crimping the front of the neck. So breathe in, push up with the jaw, relax, then breathe out, push down with the jaw. One more time. Good, relax. Now, I mentioned at the beginning that we were going to do the 8 brocade. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do pieces of the 8 brocade in a different order, because that kind of works with this. So let's do owl look back. There's 2 variations on this, and I like them both because they're a little different. Let's do the one we're used to doing, which is you're going to start with your thumbs pointing slightly backwards. So you're twisting your hand back like that. So that's your starting point. As you look over her shoulder, it doesn't matter which one, you're going to rotate the thumbs up and over. Then you rotate them back to the starting point while you look forward. Then you rotate them up and look back. So we breathe out as we look over the shoulder, breathe in as we come back. Try not to turn the shoulders. It's all just out of the neck. The entire arm turns. So again, it's not out of the wrist. One more time. Good. Now let's do a variation on that. Instead of going up and around like this, we're going to move the hands back and forward. So we're going to start with the hands, with the fingers pointing back. And then we're going to bring them forward as we look over our shoulder. little different. This one definitely gets more in the wrist. Personally, I prefer the first variation, but I thought I'd show you this one as well. One more time. Good. Let's do holding up the heavens. That's the first of the 8 brocade. So back to the Wuji stance. Just settle in. And again, maybe I'll show you 2 different variations. I'll show you the one I like first. I like the best first, and I'll show you a slight interesting variation. So here, hands come up, fingers interlace as you breathe in. They rotate in front of your face. They come up and slightly behind your head, so you're looking up between your fingertips. Then holding your breath, look forward. Then exhale, go down. So we breathe in. Hold, look forward. Breathe out, down. Last one. Good. Now this variation is very similar, a little slower, and we don't interlace our fingers quite as soon. So start with your fingers pointing at each other. As you breathe in, bring it up to your chest. Then breathe out. Then breathe in and interlace your fingers. Come up and look between. Breathe out, bring them down only to shoulder height and stop there. Breathe in, breathe out, let them come rest the way down. So we breathe in, breathe out. 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 One more time. Good. Let's do bring down the heaven, just to kind of clear it out. It's palms up, come up the side. Feel the weight of the energy in your hands as you lift it up. And then push it down through the top of your head, down, all the way down your body. Good. Drawing the bow. Again, a couple of different ways we can do this. You want to go to a wider stance. Let's start with palms in front of us, forearms together, palms facing us. Go down to whatever crouch kind of feels comfortable. So get that horse riding stance kind of down, but we're not going to go real deep on this. We're just going to stay where we're comfortable, so you don't have to position yourself too much. You're going to cross your wrists. With your left hand, you're going to pull it to the shoulder. The right hand extends forward in a loose fist, but with the thumb and first finger out. That's kind of your sight. You're looking, as you're pulling the bow, you're looking on that sight. Now, here's the variation I kind of like. Sweep around while your left hand is in front of your chest. The right hand sweeps around to the opposite side. Then it pulls the bow while your left hand comes out. And you go back to the chest, sweep across. Breathe out as you sweep across. Breathe in as you pull the bow. One more time. Bring it in. And again, come back to palms facing you, forearms together. So in this variation, we're just going to cross the wrists. We're going to pull. Then we're going to come back to forearms together, cross the wrists, pull the opposite. One more time. Good. Bring your feet in, shake it out. Stay with a little wider stance than shoulder width. Put your hands on your kidneys, thumbs on your hips. By now you probably know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do nice big hip rotations. So try not to move the head and the shoulders. It's all out of the hips. Nice big round circles. And reverse. After we do the horse riding stance, sometimes people feel tightness in the hips. That's why I like to do this afterwards. Good. Slow it down. So the next of the 8 brocade is separating heaven and earth. And again, there are a couple of different variations on this. So start with the hands in front of your chest, palms up. You're then going to take your right hand, turn it palm down. Left hand spirals over so it's palm up, and push them apart. Now, the variation that I always liked is turn so the pinkies face the body, back of the hands cross, and then we switch. You're pushing with the heel of the hand so the fingers stay parallel to the floor. Breathe into the center, breathe out as you push apart. Connecting to heaven and earth Each time, use the pause in the breath to transition. So here I'm sending energy out to the earth and the universe. And then with the pause, I'm gathering the energy from the earth and the universe and bringing it back to my body. Then I'm sending what I don't need back down to the earth and the universe, and then gathering fresh. Good. One more time. And come down. So hands now are in front of you, fingertips facing. You'll notice this variation doesn't change much. We're just simply going to rotate the two hands, push apart, then come down with the fingertips facing each other and push apart. Not much difference in this. Breathing is the same. Moving of the energy is the same. Last one. Come back down. Good. Now the next one normally would be wise owl looks back. We've done that. So let's do nod the head, wag the tail. So we're going to go to a wide stance. And again, there are a couple of variations on this. We'll do two. What you're going to do is you're going to turn to one side. So you're going to turn, mirror you. So you're going to turn to your left. So it's all out of the hip. You're going to turn to the left. You're then going to bend down only as far as comfortable. So for example, my back is a little tight today. I'm not going to go as deep as you might have seen me go. Stay within your comfort zone. The idea is you come down, you're looking at that heel. You come across, toe, heel, then come back up. Then bend down, just go across. So the hands go just resting lightly above the knees or on your thighs. Just a nice kind of back and forth motion. Good. One more time. Back to the beginning. And turn back to the center. Good. Now this next one's a little more involved, but it also gets more of your body involved, which is why I like it. So when we turn on this one, we actually turn our foot that we're facing outward. So I turn, I come down. I then turn the foot to both feet to the center. As I come across, I turn the other foot outward. I come around and then I lean back. So I'm pushing down on this hip and this leg and leaning back. Then come down, feet rotate to the front, other foot rotates. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you're looking up to the sky. One more time each side. And back to the center. Now, some people, I should have mentioned this before, I apologize. Some people might feel a little lightheaded when they do it, especially when you're dropping your head down. Just don't drop your head down as low. Once you put your head below your waist, some people will have issues with vertigo or lightheadedness, whatever. Just go where you're comfortable. Stay within your comfort zone. So the next one, it's called two hands hold the feet. We're going to put our hands on our kidneys. Let's start off with just feeling the energy penetrate the kidneys. So you can picture dark blue light coming out of your palms. You might feel heat or cold. Try to feel that energy and visualize that energy coming out of your palms, filling your kidneys with this loving energy. Remember, the kidneys are the batteries of the body, basically. So we always want to make sure they're topped off. We're going to breathe out. We're going to come down the back of the legs. We're going to come around. If you can hold your toe, great. If not, just let your hands hang. And then you're going to breathe in. You're going to straighten up, leaving the arms nice and straight. So, and then lean back slightly. Then holding your breath, drop them down to the kidneys. Breathe out all the way down. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. And just roll up nice and easy. Good. Give your kidneys a nice rub. Let's go to a little wider stance. Punching with fierce eyes. Here, when you're punching, you really want to tense every part of your body. With the fierce, it's called fierce eyes part, not because you're expressing anger. We don't want to do that. What it is that by tensing every part of your body, even your eyes kind of open and kind of look fierce. But we're not fierce. We know that. So we put our hands by our hips, palms up, loose fists. With your left hand, extend outward, rotating the fist until it's palm down. Then relax it, gather the energy, and gently pull it back in. So we breathe out on the punch and we tense everything. Then relax, pull it in. Breathe out, relax, and pull it in. One more time. And pull it back in. Now that's the version I like. Another version would be almost just alternating. It's not, you're not quite tensing the same. We just go out and we go back and forth. So you want to do the best horse riding stance that you're comfortable with. And when you go out, you're really tensing. And then you're relaxing that arm as that comes out and tenses. Two more. Good. And relax, shake it out. Next one is bouncing on toes to cure 1,000 ills. This one I haven't seen really much variation on. You want to bring your feet fairly close together. What you're going to do is you're going to rise up onto your toes as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, drop down and just let your whole body kind of shake and relax. So you feel that vibration when your heels hit the ground. Don't hit too hard. The idea is we're not trying to slam the foot down and especially not do any damage. We want to be gentle, but we want to make sure we get that vibration. Okay, do that as it says 7 times. So we're going to start 1, 2. Just let the whole body relax when it comes down. 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can hold it up on the toes a little higher, a little longer. Down. Last one. Good. Let's do bringing down the heavens. Gather that energy as you breathe in. Push that energy down through the top of the head as you breathe out. Twice more. Good. Go back to a little wider than Muji stance, that you're nice and stable on the floor. Going to do connecting heaven and earth again, and then we're going to go into a nice, what I consider very energetic variation on that. So start with your hands in front of your lower dantian. Bring them apart. Push up with the heel of the hand on one and the heel down on the heel of the hand on the other. And just do that a couple times. Good. Now with the hand up, the hand down, just feel that connection for a moment. Try to relax the shoulder, especially on that upper arm. See if you can feel a tingling or a warm sensation in the palms. We're going to rotate the arms outward. So now they're opposite, but their palms are now facing each other as the top hand pushes that energy down into that lower palm. Should feel a chi ball there, an energy ball. Roll it once, and then separate back to connecting heaven and earth. Rotate the arms out or pinwheel the arms out. And push down. Rotate the ball. Separate. Breathe out as you pinwheel around. Sorry, breathe out as you push the chi ball together. Breathe in as you rotate it. Breathe out as you separate. Breathe in as you come around. Breathe out as you push the ball down. One more time. This time, when you get to the chi ball, roll the ball twice. So we roll it over once, we roll it back to the position, and now notice the opposite hand comes up. Pinwheel around, push down. Now roll only once, separate. Last time. Good. Take that chi ball, either break it into two or hold with one hand and just take it and put it into your body wherever your body wants it. Try not to even think about it. Just kind of go ahead and put it wherever your body thinks you need it. And just try to feel that energy coming out of the palms. Feel that ball enter the body and then spread out from that point. Bring your feet fairly close together. Drop both hands down. Right hand palm up below the belly button, the area of the lower dantian. Left hand scoops up the energy, thumb and first finger separate. And as you breathe out, the thumb faces the body and comes down. So we breathe in as we switch, breathe out as it goes down the body. Try to feel the energy coming out of that opening between the thumb and the first finger. Trying to balance the energies of the three dantians. One more time. And finish with one hand over the other. So you can either hold at the wrist or intertwine the thumbs. Your thumb should be at the height of belly button. That puts your palms below the belly button, about where the lower dantian is. Picture that little dantian, that lower dantian is just a little pearl. Try to visualize and feel the energy coming out of your palms, going into that pearl. As that pearl absorbs that energy, it gets warmer, it gets brighter. And once it reaches that certain threshold, it expands outward, allowing the energy to spiral down your legs and up your torso. And as it moves through your body, dispels any darkness, any stagnation, any blockages, removing negative thoughts and emotions as every part of your physical body is filled with this warm, loving light. And now allow that light to expand beyond your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And just allow yourself to float inside that cocoon. Let your body rock and sway as that energy moves through your body, moves out beyond your body. And become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath in, gather those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.